Hey everybody, it's Kneecap here, and welcome to This Week in WoW for the week of November 11th. It is Midnight Beta Day, which I'm very excited for. Before we get started, of course, we must first shout out the Patreon supporters. We have, of course, Mario Casillas, RetPallyRocks, Nick Rada, Peter Burnham, RetSpecOps, and Joe Glocks. Thank you guys so much for the continued support. You guys are awesome. I also want to shout out the regular subscribers to the channel. Most people who watch this Week in WoW video are subscribers. I appreciate you guys so much for even just being along for the ride. Had a very good October in Legion Remix. I'm glad I kind of went all in on Legion Remix. I know it's not for everybody, so we are back to retail-ish by doing a lot of content in the beta coming up. A lot of Ret Paladin content, but also anything else that interests me during the beta, the leveling, the exploration, etc. Right? So we're going to be doing a lot of that content coming up. Let's quickly talk about what's going on this week before we talk pretty much exclusively about beta and stuff like that. We do have the War Within Dungeon event. There are still lots of people, believe it or not, enjoying just regular retail gameplay. And we do have the Dungeon event, which is always a favorite one to do because it's like a pretty nice piece of gear for just doing some mythic dungeons. So that's a pretty popular one to do. The PvP Brawl is Cooking Impossible. That's like my least favorite one. I'm not going to spend too much time on that. We do have the Moonkin Festival going on as well. This is pretty much a nothing event. They have added stuff to almost every event though, so maybe they added something to this as well. It's worth looking out for if they added something interesting that you would want, a pet or a toy or something to this. But normally it's not much to do there. One thing interesting that's gone completely under the radar, especially after last year where we had the big 20th anniversary, is we have the anniversary event coming up as well. For me, like last time, that meant a big secret finding event, right? And that was really, really fun to do. However, I don't think there's any kind of secret finding thing going on. Now, maybe there is. If there is, I'm going to be very busy between the beta and this. Like, even if it's just like a story quest for it, I imagine that would have been data mined though and talked about. But I have been really busy, so maybe I missed it. But I don't think there's anything secret finding going on. But if there is, I will be fully covering it as always. No matter how little time I have in real life to do so, I will find a way because I enjoy it very much, the secret finding stuff. So if there is secret finding, I'll be doing that. If not, I'll just, probably won't be doing too much with the anniversary event, but that'll be going on. And one thing I can pretty much guarantee is you're going to have that bonus XP thing going on. You're going to have the Korok's Revenge. You're going to have like the normal anniversary stuff going on. The bosses, the old bosses that show up and stuff, and you can go kill the old bosses. They probably will add something to the anniversary event as well, such as like a new mount or new transmogs, etc. Right? They probably will add something to it, I imagine, and that could have already been data mined. Again, I've been a lot of my WoW has been just head first into Legion Remix. So yeah, so that's the stuff that's going on in the retail game this week, and I'll keep my eye out, of course, on the 21st anniversary and see if there's anything special going on that. So now let's talk a little bit about the beta. Well, let's quick sum up Legion Remix, because a lot of my Legion Remix coverage is going to come to an end because we have the beta coming out, and I'm going to be really diving into that head first now. So Legion Remix was great. I got a lot of new subscribers to the channel, so welcome if you're one of those new people. I do this video every Tuesday. It's kind of just a video to keep myself accountable and to make a video, even if I don't have time to make any videos for a week because of real life. I at least make this Week in WoW video. So welcome to the channel if you're new. There's a lot of new people, and yeah, I appreciate all the love I got for Legion Remix. A lot of really successful videos. Basically just took Legion Remix as a solo challenge, and people enjoyed it a lot, and I enjoyed it a lot, and I had a ton of fun. I am probably going to maybe casually still play some Legion Remix, but I'm like at 985 verse, so I'm almost at 999. I got all the achievements already. I did videos on all of them basically for getting the achievements and solo. And so my Legion Remix time is probably about come to an end, but that doesn't mean if I might have one more challenge in me or something. Like maybe I'll try to do like a plus 70 or something. Like, I don't know, just some crazy key that I could time on a video or something like that, just as like one final hurrah. But yeah, I'm very excited to get into beta. So let's go ahead and talk about beta coming up. So beta, when it first comes out, is usually pretty tame and boring. Usually usually when beta first starts up, you can't have a max level character, so you have to level a character because they want people to test the leveling, which is something that people don't usually do very much in the alpha, and there's very limited alpha people anyways. And so while some people do test it in the alpha, don't get me wrong, usually they make everybody level it first. Now eventually, like a week or 2, 3, whatever, they'll start adding, you can get a max level character or whatever, and then buy all gear and stuff, and you can test out dungeons and stuff like that. So it might start a little bit slow, but I will be on there a lot, and having fun with it, and really giving probably initially the biggest thing I'll be doing is giving my feedback on how Retribution Paladin feels with the new stuff, with the new look, with the new, mostly the same play style, but the variations of play style, and just giving all my kind of input on talents. So we'll do like a talent review, Apex talent review, how the new hero talents feel, how everything feels. More in beta, we don't focus too much on the numbers because, first of all, nobody's parsing in beta and everything can be tuned. Of course, in feedback, you can say, well, this button doesn't do enough damage or something like that, or this button does a ton of damage. But we're not going to focus too much on the numbers, which is kind of fun about beta. You get to kind of talk about how it feels a lot. And I know there are people that do that even normally, but I try not to, like during a season, because people, a lot, not everybody, but a lot of people come to my videos to try to improve their performance. And me just saying how something feels isn't going to improve their performance. So a lot of times we stick to the numbers and the facts here, but beta is kind of fun because you can still talk about facts while also talking about how you feel about something and how, it feels to play, because that turns into fun usually, or fun or not fun. So I'm very, very excited. Obviously, if I have to level a character, I'll be leveling up a character. I'm also going to do a ton of stuff in delves. I should mention that as well. I think that there's a chasm of content, and I've mentioned this before. There's a chasm of content creation about delves, and I think people just haven't figured out how to do that content yet. But I am going to try to figure something out for this. I don't know how, because it's not super challenging. So it's not like a solo challenge like the hard bosses are, the season bosses. But it's not like a difficulty challenge. It's not like a speed challenge. It's hard to find out the content for it. But there has to be something, because there's so many people doing delves and kind of like want to know about the delves. I get, like, you could try to like hurry up and get videos out really quickly about how to deal with a hard mechanic. You notice the boss has a hard mechanic or something, but I'm not trying to really do that. So I'm brainstorming on it still. I hope to find some delve content that I can make for people, because so many people are doing delves, and people do like delve content, but it's like, it also has to be interesting, right? You can't just make, oh, this is a delve video and a bunch of people want to watch it. It has to be interesting. And that's the challenge, right? And there's nobody really making that content right now. And, somebody's got to figure it out, and hopefully it'll be me. So I'll also be doing a lot of delve stuff on the beta. In fact, I might just level a character in delves if that's available to do. And yeah, so without going on too long on this video, I suppose, as we try not to do on this week on WoW videos, I guess we'll call this one to a close. Expect a lot of content this week. I'm very busy IRL as well. If you saw a message I made, I had like a plumbing issue at my house, and I'm going to be working on fixing that. So I'm going to be very, very busy this week. But I'm still I will find time. I will lose sleep, whatever, to get on and test the beta. So that's it for this one, guys. As always, I do ask you to please subscribe to the channel. That helps me out the most. If you're already a subscriber, I encourage you to check out the Patreon down below. And other than that, everybody, have a good one.